Alrighty, back at the editing table. We're at Ormskirk Golf Club. Not sure I pronounced that correctly, but a fun little course, one that I enjoyed quite a bit. We're going to take a look here, and we're just playing stroke play, white tees, and we're off and running. We got the auto putt set up. If you're not familiar with the channel, we are constantly showcasing GSPRO courses that come out and GSPRO features, as well as Garmin R10 content features, troubleshooting, etc. Able to secure a par on hole number 1. This course, I'm not sure if it's new or not. With GSPRO version 2, we have the ability now to see what courses you actually have played, and which is really helpful for me personally, because I got about 200 courses on the channel just by itself, let alone the ones that don't make it to editing. And so having the option to just click on the past scores and get some sort of reference as to what I've played and not played is very, very helpful. This one's super short on 2. Gonna have to chip. I think it looks cool without the tracer sometimes. Back-to-back pars to open. And a Slicey McSlicerson on the next one. It's a par 5. I don't know if I thought it was just going to... Oh, it is almost perfect. Hit it too good. Ended up in the tree on the other side. And it looks like I'm under the tree, which cannot be good. But that actually goes through. What a lucky hole this is. It's going to stop short. It's actually going to give me an opportunity to save par somehow. If I can find 23. Ooh. So a very sporadic bogey actually there. Try to find 194. Distance I'm not super great at, but that's about as good as I can do. Nestle it up near the hole. Ormskirk, as we're calling it. Nice drivable fairways. I love the checkered pattern, the intermediate rough and the rough. Very defined bunkers. The course designer obviously did a good job. 133. This one looks like it's slam dunk, so almost just outside of birdie range, but when you almost slam dunk it, you're doing something right. Sixth hole, flirting with some bunkers over here on the left and finding them. Gonna have to chop a 7-iron out of there. And that looked like almost Hosley. Shankopotamus. Trying to find 40 and really short. Got a good bounce, but it's not going to be enough. And moving to the 7th hole, a long par 4 for 50 from the whites. Still a long ways in with a bad drive there. Trying to find 220, which from the rough probably is not going to happen. Comes up really short, 53 now. And that's short. So a dreadful hole that's going to equal. Was that a double bogey? Yeah, double bogey. Another long, and that 450 par 4 is followed up with another 450 par 4. So you better be hitting drives to give yourself a decent look at the second. Again, kind of a fluffy drive that doesn't get out there very far, and that leaves us 226 away. This should just be a 3-wood, I think. And it is online, but not going to get there. The course overpowering my distances here early. Able to save par there, however. And moving on to the 9th. Look like a little better contact there. A par 5 now, at least. 256 remaining. And this club, I've said it before, I actually hit this club really good in real life. For some reason, I don't know if I'm actually doing it. It doesn't look like it on video. But, oh, there's a shank. Jeez. I don't remember this round a lot. It's been a while since I've done editing, but this is pretty not great. I'm seeing a lot of mistakes with just my weight shift and how I'm swinging the club and how I'm doing most things here on this round. Let's see if we can pick it up. Crazy little 2-green scenario going on up ahead. We're aiming at the left one. You can see another green there on the right side. Trying to go over this tree at 100. And that looks much better. Much better looking golf swing, much better result. Those somehow tend to go together. Kind of an alligator army save on that drive. Gonna have a decent shot in from 136. The green's quite small here as well. You can see this one, a little tiny oval. And if you play just a little bit of a draw, it's gonna run off the left. Well, it almost stayed, but now I have almost impossible chip. Trying to get it under 5 yards is really hard. 155. 7-iron in hand. Could be a choked up 6 the way I swung that. It just doesn't have the distance, so not a great shot there. But saving par and moving on to the next. 505. Another par 5. Let's try and get a birdie here. Get us within, I don't know, 100-yard shot. Stuff it close for a birdie. Gonna have to carry one about 193. Again, with this club, there's something about the shaft or how it's getting red that is not helping me in sim golf land. I'm going to keep that club for real life because it works well in real life, but in sim golf it tends to think I'm swinging out to in like 20 degrees, which is just, it's not correct. The shot looked good, never left the pin, just a little short. But a par. And we're at +6 through 15, not the holes as they go by, the score doesn't get as bad. This one is way left, and there just happens to be a tiny little creek right there, which is unfortunate. Trying to hit a draw, and didn't draw, so now we're in the trees. This is going to get ugly here, I think, unless we can get it right out of that hole. Oh my gosh, we did. That was a great shot. How pumped I would be if I hit that in real life. And if it doesn't nick that little branch, it would have been pretty close, I think. Either way, a double bogey on the card, but spraying it all over and having to hit a rescue shot into the trees just to even get close. We'll take our medicine there at +8. Maybe we can finish these last 3 holes with some good shots and some dignity here. I've been looking for that flight on my irons for a little bit. The lower tight draw swing has kind of left me. When I have that going, I'm able to swing through and hit shots that I want to hit a little more easily. Like there, I tried to do it, and I left the face open and ended up having to correct and pull across. It's just not a good look. 17th hole, bunker shot, par 3, 16 yards. Able to cruise it in there easily. And now we have our 18th hole of the day. This course probably is easier than I made it look. It's a little long for me, I think, was my only real issue, was trying to get 200-yard shots close on some pretty difficult greens. Some of the greens were quite small. But I think overall someone could come out here and shoot really low if they just hit some fairways, I think is the main goal. Or play a tee up. If I played a tee up, this course would be much easier, I think. So the length getting to me a little bit. Parring the last, though, and able to wrap up a +8 round on a course that kind of dominated me lengthwise. So like, subscribe, and everything. More courses coming soon.